of one story which I was reading in this book called The Hard Thing About Hard Things. Now, there are two kinds of leaders. One are the leaders who are visionary, who are able to think big. The second are the kind of leaders who are able to articulate their vision better. Who, according to you, is more successful in life?
That's a very tricky question. This
Yeah,
is a trick question.
that's why I asked
Uh,
you.
no, no, but even I don't know because I don't know whether I'm able to articulate my vision better or whether I have a vision. I don't know. But I have not looked at it. The way I look at vision is slightly different. What is vision? Okay, if you're driving from here to say Jew to Nariman Point, you can see at a distance on the right side you'll see the Arabian Sea, and to a certain distance you'll be able to see. I mean, basically being able to see the future to a certain extent. That's vision, right? I firmly believe people, when they say they have a vision, they have an idea, they have a thought. Okay, if anybody tells you, I know what's going to happen 10 years from now, they are lying, no matter who they are. And vision can always be retrofitted. It's like success can be retrofitted. If I'm very successful, I can say, I knew कि मैं ये company बनाने जा रहा हूँ. Okay. Yahoo at one time was given a great offer by Google, if I'm correct.
Yeah. That's correct.
right.
That's correct.
Right? And Yahoo at one time you said, wow, Jerry Yang, what a visionary. So it all depends. It's all relative. So my thing is, if you have a great idea, and if you have certain, when I would use the word vision, which I say, you know that this is what I want to become. This is my plan for the company. I want to, whatever it is. And most people articulate it by saying, I want to be $1 billion company and all. And I think that is, again, bullshit, because I would rather say that I want to be a company which does this and does it well and does it successfully. I think that is the vision, to have a purpose behind the whole thing, saying I want to be a company that takes care of healthcare and reach as many people as possible. And you may end up becoming the biggest healthcare company in the world. That's the way to look at it. So I think it's very difficult. I can't say whether the person who has the vision, but the person who has a vision or person who has that, I think articulation will come. You don't have to be a great articulator, because some of the biggest businessmen or biggest industrialists that we know of have not necessarily been the greatest
Articulators.
articulators. Yeah.
So I want to ask you, is that, one prediction for the media, content, entertainment industry 2-3 years from now, or immediate post-COVID?
I think content is gonna only grow. There's no doubt about it. It is gonna be, I think I used to say it is a golden era for content creators before the COVID, but I think post it's gonna be a diamond era. Content is only gonna grow. So it's gonna be a great year for content creators, content producers, and in the process it will be a great time even for all the talent, all the technicians, everybody associated with the industry. So I think it's going to be, it may take a little time for it to kick off, but it will. The moment and you've seen, actually now, one of the things this has done is people have sat down and consumed a lot of content. Okay, Doordarshan has gone back to becoming the #1 channel. People are looking at old shows. I was reading yesterday that Colors is reintroducing Balika Vadhu on the 6 p.m. slot. Right. So content consumption is happening big time, and content is an addiction. Please remember that. Once you get addicted to it, you will start wanting to watch, because that's now become a pattern. They may not have the same amount of time, but I think it's going to be a great time for content creators and content, anybody associated with the content business.
So tell me, and what will happen to the business side? Do you see over the next 12 to 15 months advertising coming back, or you see it declining, or you don't know?
I see advertising coming back. I definitely see it coming back. Maybe it'll trickle in. It won't happen overnight because businesses have to get their businesses in place first. because unless if you're not able to sell the cars, you're not going to go on advertising beyond a certain point, right? So I think it's a
But
chicken and
the
egg.
counter argument to it is that you have inventory of cars lying unsold, where you put 10,000 crores, so you will put 100 crores in advertising.
No,
So
sure,
you will
sure,
advertise.
sure. So they always say that in bad times you have to advertise, and in good times you will want to advertise, right? So that saying goes. But having said that, for a lot of companies, it will be about getting their business back on track, getting their balance sheets in place, and in any type of situation like this, one of the first thing that gets cut is the advertising budget.
Sure.
Good. Abhinav?
Yeah, I'll take the conversation again to the other side. I mean, AB will be
Please.
better in the business angle. But when I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, Raj, and one question keeps on coming from all the young people who are getting into entrepreneurship: how do you define success? I mean, is it materialistic wealth? Is it money? Or is it happiness? Or is it the ability to do what you always wanted to do, being true to your purpose? What, according to you, is the true definition of success?
Let me put a counter question to you.
Yes, please.
What you tried becoming an entrepreneur?
I beg your pardon?
You tried becoming an entrepreneur. You are almost like an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I am still an entrepreneur in some ways. Yeah.
So why did you become an entrepreneur?
Because I wanted to be happy. I'm happy in doing what I always want to do. I'm content. I get a good night's sleep.
I think that's every entrepreneur. At the end of the day, people get into entrepreneurship. Okay, they may link materialistic things into that, money, shani and all. But even money, if after you make a certain amount of money, what do you need the money for? To buy certain living comforts and things like that.
Yes.
What does that do to you? Because end of the day, again, I can go on telling stories. It's not the forum, but if you're sitting on a thing. But happiness is the ultimate that everybody wants to get. And money doesn't bring you happiness, or wealth doesn't necessarily get you happiness. Maybe it is also an ingredient that will help towards happiness. But there could be happiness with money, but there's not necessarily that with money you will have happiness. Let me put it that way.
Sure.
So
I'm correct.
For entrepreneurs, I think the main thing is the independence, that adrenaline rush of wanting to do something, being my own boss. And I think that's the next journey. If you look at the younger generation today, they are not like our parents who joined one company and stayed in the company for 25, 30 years. Today, every youngster that is there, he wants validation. He wants recognition. वो जब अपना Instagram में अपना picture डालता है, okay, or he counts how many likes, that is his validation. And when he's putting his photograph on Instagram, he or she, okay, that is building their brand. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
so the new generation, to the youngsters, they don't give about security. हमारा घर पहले क्या होता था? आपके पास घर है, गाड़ी है, शादी हो गई, पढ़ाई हो गया, शादी हो गई, नौकरी मिल गई, तो जिंदगी बन गई. The youngster today is not bothered. He is not interested in. He will say, मेरे को विरार में घर नहीं चाहिए, मैं बैंड्रा में किराए पर रहूंगा, ठीक है? मेरे को गाड़ी नहीं चाहिए, पार्किंग का प्रॉब्लम है, मैं तो उबर करूंगा. They are not looking for security. They want instant gratification. They want it now. They want it here. They want it today, and they want. So for that generation, most people, youngsters today, want to work in startups rather than in established companies, only for one reason, because they want to be part of excitement. They want something that stimulates their mind. They want to be challenged. They want to be challenged constantly, and that's the new generation.
And I'll just take the liberty of correcting you, Raj. I mean, I'm nobody to correct you, but I'm still an entrepreneur. Once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur. You work like that.
No, but it's true.
Yes. Abhinav is very entrepreneurial.
मैंने जहाँ भी नौकरी की है, मेरी नौकरी तब तक चली जब तक मेरे को entrepreneur बनने का मौका मिला. I used to call myself an entrepreneur in a structured framework. But the day I felt that somewhere that I'm not able to do that, then you move on in life.
Sure.
So, Raj, we just want you to ask you, is there a book that you read in the last 20 days, or a series that you watched, or a movie you watched that you want to recommend to our viewers?
I'm currently reading a book. In fact, My wife says, "How long do you take to read a book?" Because I've been reading it for the last 10 days, but I'm not reading it at one go. I've been reading a few pages. Then I'm watching TV or doing something else. I've been reading this book. The author, I don't remember the name of the author, but it's on the Death in the Consulate. It's on Jamal Khashoggi.
Okay.
Okay. It must be there. It's just one. Yeah, The Killing in the Consulate.
Oh,
Okay, it's a very interesting book. Besides telling you what happened with the killing of the Washington Post journalist, it also gives you a very good insight into how the Saudi kingdom operates.
Yeah, you should be careful with your phone, Raj. I mean, Saudi consulate is known for, you should be careful with your phone. Saudi consulate is known for, reaching out people like Jeff Bezos. So we are nobody.
चलेगा यार.
सर
So
आपको
all the best.
कुछ सवाल
I
ऐड करना?
I want a parting message from you, and advice and a message to the whole ecosystem that watches us. So if you can give us an advice or a input.
I want to tell everybody out there these are very challenging times. Look at it positively. I know some of you would be distant from your families. Some of you will be with your families. But this is reality. Think of all the good things. Think of all the worst things that could have happened, and we are still much better in many which ways. When you look at countries outside of India, we are in a far, far greater place. You have to be positive, stay positive, just follow all the protocols that the government of India has been putting in. They are doing it for your safety, for my safety. And we as citizens in a situation like this must cooperate 100%. And that's the only way we will all get out of this. We can't take this lightly. It's a very serious thing. And we have to stay positive, and this too shall pass. We should be happy that we are all alive, we are all kicking, and hopefully the world will be a better place, and we should just be positive. And I'm sure the more positive we are and the more we cooperate with the protocols that have been put in place, the faster we will get out of this.
Sure. On that
Thank you so much, Raj.
On that optimistic note, Raj Nayak, thank you so much. We hope this message reaches to the right people and inspires a lot of young minds who are out there and working hard and trying to build a business and trying to sustain themselves. Raj Nayak, thank you so much. Anurag Batsa, thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you. Thank you for all.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.